It is difficult to measure success in life because there is no universal definition of a happy life that fits everyone. What we call success is often either a personal illusion or a system created by society where you are only considered successful if you achieve certain goals, prove your value, or reach milestones that someone else decided for you. But the problem is, those conditions never end. You achieve one thing, and immediately there is another. You prove yourself to one person, and then you feel the need to prove yourself to someone else. And slowly, without even noticing, your entire life becomes a process of constant justification. A life spent proving you are enough to people who might not even truly see you. And in the end, there's only one person you were ever truly responsible for: yourself. That realization usually doesn't come early. It comes later, when you are tired. When you start questioning why you spent so much energy proving your worth to people who didn't value you, or maybe never even cared in the first place. Why did I work for approval instead of direction? Why did I chase validation instead of creation? And the answer is not simple. It is life circumstances, money, responsibility, survival. All of these things shape our decisions. But still, deep inside, many of us already knew what we wanted to become. We knew it when we were children. We knew it when we were teenagers. We just didn't always have the freedom or the courage to follow it. In my case, I've been drawn to art since I was 6 years old. Later, I wanted to become an animator. That was my direction. My imagination was always there, always pushing me toward creating something visual, something meaningful. But life rarely moves in a straight line. Weak academic results, financial limitations, and the reality of expensive education made that path difficult. I entered studies for a while, but eventually I left. Not because I stopped loving art, but because I started realizing that formal paths don't always guarantee creative survival. One of my teachers once told me something I still remember. If you have talent and passion, you can learn almost everything on your own, and often that is enough. But entering my 20s, I faced a different reality. I didn't just want to create art anymore. I wanted to create something meaningful, something that would stay. And that is where life became complicated, because everyday reality does not care about meaning in the same way we do. Money starts to dictate direction. Survival starts to influence creativity. And slowly, you find yourself moving from one idea to another, from one attempt to another, without real stability. Until eventually, you stop asking, what do I want to create? And start asking, what can I create that will survive? And today, with everything changing around us, especially for creators, it feels like we are being pushed even harder into that question. What is the most meaningful thing I can create with my life? If I had only one creation to leave behind, what would it be? And maybe that is the real question behind everything. Not success, not validation, not approval, but meaning. Something that would still exist, even if everything else disappears. So I want to say thank you for being here, for listening, for supporting this journey. If you are going through similar thoughts, if you are searching for your own direction, then maybe we are not as alone in this as it sometimes feels. Subscribe, share your thoughts, and let's grow together. And maybe together, we can all find the answer to what we are truly here to create before we run out of time.